am. I'm working on it.
Oh, okay, good. I just didn't know.
I think we are.
Oh, we are?
A1.
Well, good morning, if there's anybody there.
Yep, you're live. Yep.
Good morning.
They're
and
seeing your
welcome.
screen. This is what we've got. Let me bring up. Where's my live chat? Join the conversation. Live chat.
Well, good morning.
How come we don't see it?
Okay, we're gonna get all set up here. Can't do a lot of this stuff until you're actually live, so that's why.
The only thing I'm not seeing is our live chat. And let me see if I can get Patrick to do that. But I think we're
okay.
And I'm gonna go grab the sample.
Okay.
Patrick.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and. Oh. Well, I can't see the chat yet. So, good morning and welcome. This is Karen, A1. For so long, we're going to be doing Janine Babich. Oh, I can see the chat. There it is.
Oh, okay.
Good morning. It's coming up.
Sorry, is there... I'm going to make it live chat.
There we go.
And I'm going to mute this.
Oh, good idea. Yeah.
I think you're good.
I think I'm okay. I think we're okay as long as we can see and hear okay.
Okay, call me if you need me.
I will. Okay. All right.
That should be good.
Yeah, we are good. We are live. We are good.
You know we don't check on you anymore.
I know. That's okay. Today, we're going to be working on this here. Yeah. I have kind of a new camera set up again, but this is the Live, Love, and Laugh from Lori Babich. Good morning, NorCal. Good morning, Lila, Wanda, Roxanne, Betty. Good morning. How is everyone doing? Well, I hope. So we're going to be making this pretty Janine Babich. And we're going to be using these colors. If you got the thread kit, these are the colors. I don't know if you guys can really see the colors. So I was looking at this sample that I made, and I'm thinking I might switch out this. So I think I might put the big word in the darker color and these words in the lighter color. What do you guys think? Can you guys see that? Yeah, so I'm thinking about switching these out because this is kind of far away. This is kind of hard to see. So I thought these are the words you really want to see, right? The live, love, laugh. So I'm thinking I'm going to switch those out. I'm going to reverse those this time. We'll see what that looks like. I think I might like that better. I love the colors too, Cindy. Yes. So pretty. The kit's in the mail. Well, this will be up on YouTube for all eternity, so you can just rewatch if you need to. Although these things are very nice, easy to make. Nice, easy make. If you need a win, you know, when you've just been working on stuff and maybe things haven't been working out, do a Janine Babich. Hers are just small little bites, and they're a quick win, and they make you feel good, and they get your mojo back, I think. traveling through Oregon. It's a beautiful state to visit. Beautiful state. Are you on the coast? The coast is gorgeous. So yeah, here is our material. This is, so if you got your kit, you have enough, I think, to make 2. But you need to cut your background, 3 backgrounds. We'll just go over. I didn't put anything on the back of these because we're going to have some, oh, I think I needed 3 more of these, huh? I'll have to do that. You're going to have this behind it, so you really don't need SF101 on these. These are your middle panels that go right in the middle. I did put SF101 on mine. I think it calls for it. I have the directions here. And then you need 6, 2 for each panel backing. And they're 5 by 5, I think. 3 of them are just, you know, I didn't put SF101 on these either. And then 3 are these plain. Then 3 of them you want to turn down about 1/2 inch. And you can sew this, but what I chose to do is use steam-a-seam. So I just used steam-a-seam on that, you know, because I didn't want to, I only have 1 machine. So I didn't want to like break down my machine and sew these real quick. And then, you know, so using steam-a-seam is it's a little lifesaver for me in my sewing room. With little things like this, I don't have to switch out my machine. And then you do need 6 of these. I only cut 3. And so I'll need to cut 3 more of those, which that'll only take a second. And then we have our directions. And we don't really have too many pictures, but there's a few. Actually, this is the directions. This is our supply list from A1. Okay, and then, so we're going to be going by this one. So this is all our cutting. We did all of that. And I think we're ready to sew. For the bag, if you hem first, and then roll it up the hem. If you put down the panel with the hem first. Oh, that's okay. We'll try that. Yeah. Yeah, something's easier. I'm in. Oh, thanks, NorCal. You're so sweet. They are addictive, Cindy. Yeah, they are. But, you know, it's like you bought the little stand, right? So you want to change it out. And, you know, these are, like I said, quick little wins. And you can have just something adorable to put on your tabletop all the time throughout the year. You're on the Oregon coast. Oh, it's rainy today. Well, any day on the coast is a good day. Even if it's raining, right? It's still beautiful and better than being in a city, I think. Okay. All right, so let me get my USB. Okay, and then we're going to switch cameras here. And we'll go to the screen. Okay. Carriage is going to move. I was running late today, so I'm not as prepared as I've been in the past, but we're going to get through that. Okay, I'm going to put my USB in and go to embroidery. Pocket. I'm on the Avenir today. This is our Live, Love, Laugh. I'm going to do, well, let's just do Live first. Okay. I'm going to be using this camera for the screen and the needle. I'm going to take a chance and not change out the needle just because I'm running late. So let's see. We're going to embroider. I don't have my hoop ready. So let's get our hoop ready. Change cameras again. Over here, we'll get all this stuff out of our way. These are the little tabs that we need. I make my tabs, hopefully I have them all, but I make my tabs out of the material that I'm using. You can use ribbon, you know, really you can use whatever you want. Huh, I wonder, let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, oh, I have them all, 6, so you need 6. And again, I use the steam seam. So I cut something, I think I cut 2 by 2. Yeah. So I cut them 2 by 2. And I just put some steam seam. I left this one undone so I could show you guys. And then I just folded them in. Can you guys even see it? Yeah. I just folded them in like this and ironed them down. And that's all it takes to make those. And then that way, you know, when you're sliding your little hanger in, they're not getting caught up as much. Then if you sew them, you know, you might have a little lip, but if you put this all the way to the edge, you should be good. And you won't have that problem. So we're going to use a 6 by 10 hoop. Let me situate my feet here. There we go. 6 by 10. Wish I could zoom out a little bit on this camera. I feel like I'm really close up, but you guys get the gist. I am using just cutaway, no show mesh. Okay. Make sure that's nice and little bubbles. There we go. Tighten her up. I think I'll just start with this color. Doesn't matter which color I use right now. So we will move. You have 4 to make, Donna. Yeah. Well, they'll go fast once you get started. And they're fun. Like I said, when you need an easy win. Because sometimes I know I do. I just need to make something and be able to finish something and have something to hold up high and say, look what I did. And then I get my mojo back. And then sometimes I'm ready to tackle those bigger projects. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, let me move you back over here. Sorry. I'm just thinking about, I like the upright. But boy, they just took it all apart. Okay, so I'm going to try and use this horizontal, which is just like my nemesis. I don't know, and I don't have the right. Hopefully this works. Okay. I don't know. Does anybody else like the spool that goes, you know, on the back and it's vertical, holds it vertical.
Is that working out?
Yeah. Yeah.
Call me if you need me.
Okay.
I still want to be here for you. Even though you're just...
I'm in my corner.
Yeah.
Nobody puts baby in a corner. Okay. All right, so our first stitch is going to be where we're going to, well, let's read our directions. You know, it's been a while since I made these. Color 1, the placement line for the fleece and the background fabric. So we're going to put them down at the same time. Now, that's right. Well, this is probably one of the few times that I use the spray. I'll bring it back over here. And because this needs to go, let's see, I think it needs to go, like I said, it's been a while. Hold on. Spraying the hoop. Yeah. With the fusible side up. So we're going to spray the not fusible side just with a little bit. Looks like she's got some KK100 here. And I'm just going to do a tiny spray. Stuff out of the way here. Just a little bit, okay? And we're going to put this on top. Right? Just so that doesn't move around. And then, oh, that doesn't look very good, does it? Do it from this side. That's easier when you can actually see. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect, but let's try and get it as close as we can. And then I'm going to put a little bit here. Adhesive side up, right? Yeah. Okay, now we're cooking because we want the adhesive side to adhere to our fabric later on. I guess you could do that before. Right, am I doing this right? Okay, what does it say? The placement line for the fleece in the background, fabric directly on the stabilizer. Remove the hoop from the machine, spray the hoop stabilizer with spray, and center one of the fleece within the stitching line with the fusible side up. Okay, this is so that it's not caught in the final backing attachment stitching. Cover with, okay, so we're right. We are right. So I have a little bit here too. Let's go back over here and let's look at the hoop. Oh, it's going to talk to me again. Okay. I'm a little discombobulated today, so hopefully y'all bear with me. Did Michelle have a hard time with the cameras? Some days are like that. Okay, so I'm going to move this camera. I don't want to make you guys sick. Let's see what that looks like. There we go. So I can see the line. You probably can't. But I can see it here. And it's going to be within those lines. I have a little bit of, I sprayed it back here, remember? This bumpy side is up. So let's do that. And then I have a little bit of spray on this. And we're going to try and center that. So let's look how we're doing. Can we see what we're doing? Yeah. So I'm just kind of folding it back and looking. That looks pretty good. Let's make sure we're not way off here. No, we look pretty good there too. Okay. And there we go. All right, let's read again. Volume setting is low. Okay. Let me move it up a little bit here. It's the cameras that catch the volume, so maybe can we hear a little better there? Still want the big thumping of the machine to be too loud. Let me know if that happens too. We'll get it right. Yeah, I like the tabs too because, you know, they match and, you know, sometimes ribbon can fray and stuff like that. So okay, what's next? Stitch color 2, the perimeter basting stitch and accent fabric placement line. Oh, okay, so we're going to do that all at once. Okay, so we have the right color and I have the light lilac. Okay, let's see how we do. We'll be sticking, you know, oh, should be good though. Okay, now I brought something specifically to keep my fingers out of there. I thought maybe one of these would help. You know, to just kind of... Okay, so this is a placement line for our accent fabric. And then it says, slip the prepared, which means it has SF101 on it, beneath the presser foot until it covers the placement line. Okay, all right. Now it says, you know, remember you have to use the piece you cut for all three, but I cut them separately. Okay, and apparently I cut it pretty close. All right, let's see if this will help me keep my fingers out of here, because I'm so tempted. There we go. Yeah, that actually works really well. I still feel like I have some control, although, you know, what really, how does this really help anything? But, you know, I feel good doing it. But yeah, I'll get one of these. Oh, we're doing our background. Okay, they probably told me that, which is fine. This is the color I want to use for that, but see, there are some things I would highlight on these directions, because, you know, they're just wordy, so sometimes my reading comprehension isn't the best. So I would highlight, because it does tell you here, you know, put down the fabric, and then it says, and stitch color 3, the accent panel, quilting, and cut line. So actually, I guess, is this the cut line? Is that what they mean? So after this, we're going to remove the hoop from the machine and trim the accent fabric very close to the cut line and return the hoop to the machine. Okay. All right. And I'm doing these one at a time, these panels. You can, if you have a bigger hoop, I think you can fit all three in the 9.5 by 14. I think they can go 1, 2, 3 this way. I didn't feel like it saved me a whole lot of time. It might save you some stabilizer, but I didn't feel like it saved me a whole lot of time, because I had to like make sure they're so close to each other. I had to make sure that they didn't sew over each other, and I had to do a lot of taping and stuff like that. So I just like doing it this way, one at a time. Okay, let's get out our little trimming scissors and trim this up. Oh, table, here we go. Sorry about that. It says very close to the stitching line, it says. I can only get so close, right? These are so fun to make. And I just love, I have my little stand on my coffee table. Okay. I just love switching them out. Like, I want to do the Halloween one. Maybe we should do that one next. What do you think? I'll talk to Jeannie, and maybe we can do the Halloween one coming up. That's what's coming up next, right? September. Well, we have the, we already did a patriotic one, so for like Labor Day and stuff like that. I don't know if she has it back to school, but I really like the one that says boo. It's really cute. Okay, so what are we doing next? Okay, it says stop. Slip a piece. Oh, they want you to put some tearaway underneath. I don't think it's necessary. I've never done that. But you could. Because you're going to do a satin stitch now. But you've got batting and cutaway. I think that's enough. So if I look at my sample, I think I did that in a darker purple. I'm going to take one of these out so we can reference it. I think it looks pretty with, let's see if I can get it in the light, with a darker purple around here. Yeah, so we'll do that. Okay, and that color is mulberry. Okay, let me get my scissors, cut my thread. The color we just used, if I didn't say, is called Peacock. And it's the pretty lavender color. Okay. So this is what I don't like about that horizontal one. I just can't seem to get it on there smoothly. It takes me a second or two. Okay. So now it's going to do the outline around our little panel. What's that tool I'm using? This one here. This is actually they're little spatulas. Silicone here, so it bends. But you know, kind of makes me feel like I'm, you know, doing something good here when I'm trying to hold the fabric down. And these come in a set. There's actually 4 of them, I think. I don't have all 4. I can go grab a set and show you guys. Now this camera is attached to the table, so it might shake just a little bit, and I apologize for that during these kinds of... Let me go grab a set and we'll look at them. This is an 8-minute stitch out. Hold on. Be right back. let's move the camera over here. And we'll look at them. They're from Gypsy Quilter. And they are silicone tools. With this.
With this?
Yeah.
Glare?
No,
Is it really bad?
not when they look at this, but when I try and show them something here, it's either dark or light. I'm good. You can see how it's like shaded.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just that's the only thing.
I just put it right on the bed, but no glare here.
No. Did you? Are you too close? Are you too far? It's the angle. Just gotta figure it out. Okay. So here it's a set of 4, and there's a teensy one, and then this like round one, and then this, the one I'm using, and then this one here. They're $10.99, but I think whatever you buy during the class is 15% off. I'm just gonna say that. So yeah, just send her an email and say Karen said. But yeah, these come in real handy. I'm liking it, and it's keeping my fingers out of there. So I can't tell you, it's like I go on Facebook every day and somebody has a picture of their little finger all, you know. Oh my gosh, that's just a nightmare for me. Oh, okay. Let's just move that camera before I go all crazy, kicking it, running over cords. No, this is not the lilac color. This is a darker purple. This one's called mulberry. This is different from what we used for the quilting. We used this one for the quilting, and the one we're using is darker. Really see that or not. It's either dark or light, one or the other. But yeah, try and zoom in. I'll do that. Yeah, I think I need like a lamp coming from this side. From this side over here. That would be useful. Okay. What is next? Let's read. Okay, we changed the color. We did the satin stitch. Change color thread to your choice for the decorative swirls above and below the lettering. So for that, we used our pretty peachy color, which really matches some of the peach in here. This is called Tango, and these are all glide threads. So this one's called Tango. So let's cut our thread here. The mulberry, get our Tango. This is the mulberry. This is the color I was using. This is, yeah, mulberry. So it's a lot darker than the peacock. Okay. Putting in our Tango. Yeah, I'm just not sure about this threading path for the, I think it's just because it's so different from my Solaris. That, uh-oh. Okay, so I'm going to put the foot down and put the foot up. So, is it? Yeah, see, it's this. Bless it. Okay. Well, that took longer than it should ever have. All right. I'm going to do the little swirls. Just in case you wonder what I'm fighting with the whole time, it's this right here. This I like the stand that's up here, but, you know, and this right here I fight with constantly. Is anybody else? Is there anybody else crazy? But I think it's just because I'm so used to the other stand that I fight with that one. Dense fill. Yeah, it is. So they're just letting you know that, you know, it's supposed to look like that. It's not real dense. So next we're going to be doing the large upper lettering. So that is going to be the live, which I'm going to switch from the light color to the dark color. I'm going to switch them out. This is the prettiest one that I've done so far. And this would make really good gifts, you know, a nice housewarming gift or something like that, because you can really customize it to anybody's colors and tastes of their home. Gotta start thinking about Christmas, huh? Oh my God, y'all. I have 16 grandkids, and let me tell you. Christmas is a busy time. Looking good. Seven here sure does a good job. What are some things you guys are planning on making for Christmas? I have some, what do you call them? Advent calendars that I want to make. One for each of the kids' houses for their kids. I'm hoping to do that, get that done. Okay. Change our thread. We're doing the live. So we're gonna do the what is it called? I think it's called Tidewater. Let's look. Yep, I'm right. I'm going to do this one. Iron ready, because I need to iron my little tabs. looks good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna like that better than the light. Don't you think? It's just more, pops a little bit more, you know? Now we're going to put in this magic mint for the every moment. There we go. Pretty fonts on here too. done with this one. Here. After this, we're going to place our tabs. So, the iron ready. All right. Let's go over to the ironing board. First, we're going to get our tabs ready. So I have some tape. One tab here. Is that? I think it's good. And I'm just going to fold that in half. Can you guys see what I'm doing? This would be a good thing for a clapper. I have one right here. Hold that down like that. Okay. Now this I've put on the steam-a-seam, and I gave it a quick little iron too, because this is paper, and that just kind of adheres it to that. And then you peel that off. I'm gonna peel both of them off. And it's a little bit sticky, not super sticky, but it's got some stick to it. where it can just kind of hold it down. You just kind of want to, let's make sure we make it about as wide as the same as the other one. Okay, then we're going to iron that down. Ow. Okay, just takes a second. And there you go. Whew, that's just hot, hot, hot. Okay. All right, we have our tape. Now it gives you a pretty specific placement here for these. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. So let's get our panel over here. And let me make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay. All right, so it tells you position 2, the folded ribbons, or what we have, that the fold extends 3/8 of an inch into the interior of the project. And it gives you a little picture here so you can see it's beyond this line, our original basting line. So 3/8 of an inch beyond that. So I have a little ruler here. And then they also want you to line it up with the edge, the outside. The outside here needs to be lined up with this corner of our panel. So let's line this up here. We'll go 3/8, and then we'll line it up with our little panel there. And that's about where we want it. And I should have had my tape ready. Get a couple of pieces of tape off of here. Okay. So again, I'm going to line it up with that original basting line right along the edge of the inside panel. And I'm going to put that at 3/8 of an inch. And I'm going to tape up here. Okay. And I'm going to do the same here. And the fold is inward. Make sure the fold is in here. Same thing over here. Line up with that basting line. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Yeah. As well as you can be here. So 3/8 of an inch. And line it up with the edge of this and tape. Okay, then there's that. We're good there. Okay. Position the prepared backing fabric. Okay. So we got one without the folded edge, and we need one with the folded edge. And they're going to go right side down. Okay. So let's put our one with the fold first. Make sure it's covering this outside basting line. Okay. Put that one. Probably move everything up just a little bit, right? Okay. That's what that should look like. And then we're going to tape. It says to put pins in here, but I never put pins in my hoop. It just scares me. I'd rather just use a lot of tape. Now I really want to tape here where the foot could lift it up. Okay. And then I'm going to tape the corners of this tape. Wow. So just tape each corner here. Just to make sure it doesn't move around or get lifted or twisted or... Okay, we have a lot of tape on there, so that's good. Okay. I think that's good. I think we're ready to go back to the machine. Let's make sure. Right. Place piece tape, return to the hoop, and stitch color 8. It doesn't really matter what color we use here, so I'm just going to leave in that light aqua looking color that we were using. And it's going to go over these, and it's kind of bumpy. Should I try to use my little tool? I don't know. So maybe if I hold it down like this, you could. Let's see which way it's going to. Oh, yeah. Let's see if it goes across first. Okay, yeah. Could hold the button down and just make sure it gets over these without pushing them or... I think that's going to be okay there. I think we're going to be okay, but I'm going to stop it anyway. And I'm just going to make sure they don't get pushed, because sometimes the foot can push them. And once we get on top of there, I think we're good. Okay. Use my little tool, not my fingers. Make sure my tape is down. And we're coming over here, and I just want to make sure this doesn't get lifted. I'm getting kind of, there we go. Does this go around twice? I don't think so, because it's like a triple stitch. And just like that, we're done with our first one. Now, here we go. Let's go back. Oh, I was over there the whole time. I am so sorry about that. Gotta remember to change my camera. Somebody yell at me. Oh, we did good. And I used my little tool and I kept my fingers out of the way. Try and get the tape off of here. So before we turn this out, I think we got to do some trimming, and we've got to put a piece of fleece on them. So let's read our directions. It's time to take it out. Let's see. Remove, project, trim a scant 1/4 inch. Scant 1/4 inch. Let's move our pad here. Okay, we're looking at this line it just stitched. And I'll just go to the inside of it a little bit so it's a little smaller. Same here. Just to the inside. One more. And there we go. This can get thrown away. Whoops, sorry. Tape stuck to me. Okay, here's our little, but I think we need to put some of this on the back. Let's see. Yep. Fuse a second layer of fleece to the back of the embroidery design. Don't skip this step, it says. Okay. Let me get my ironing pad back here. And we're going to do it against this lettering. Okay. Just put it inside that line a little bit. Okay. Use some steam, I think. Oof, that's a lot of steam. Okay. Now if you want to cut off some of these corners, you can. Let's see, I'm standing up, so it's kind of hard to get underneath the camera. Oops. Okay. Okay, we're going to flip her. Yeah. Make sure that's down because as you're flipping it, it could come up. I stick my thumb in there. I push down on these little corners. And then I push it through with my finger, and I usually get a pretty good corner by doing that. Okay. There's that. Those are little tabs. They look good and even. That's important. So again, I'm going to stick my thumb up in there and kind of push down this corner, grab it with this finger, and pull it through, push it out with my finger, and I usually get a pretty good corner. I learned that from Sewing with Jan, or Sew-Alongs with Jan. Does anybody else watch her? Look at that. We're all done with this one. Okay, there's our live. Looks pretty good. Give it a little iron. You can put some steam in here, but you know, it's really not necessary. And I think I should have put this one on top, huh? Whoever suggested that, who was that? Let me go back in the chat. Yes, Donna, she said she probably wanted this one on top, so we'll do that next time. Yeah. That looks good. Okay, on to onward and upward, huh? I sometimes sit and admire things for a long time. Let's rehoop. Again, we just got some no-show mesh. In case you don't know, there are little arrows on your hoop up here. It goes at the top. Oh, I had that pretty tight. Okay. Kind of smooth it out. Tighten her up, and we're good to go. So we started out with, our lilac. What is that called? Peacock. With our very, very light purple. So we'll start with that again. That worked out really well. Let me make sure I put you back to the machine. Okay. All right. Oops. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Oh. Okay, I'll move you over to the screen here. I'll make you sick, so I'm just going to kind of do that. Okay. There we go. Kind of see that. Okay. Sorry if that's crooked or cockeyed. It's kind of hard with these arms. Okay, so we're going to get out of this one. Let's live. We're going to go to embroidery, pocket, USB, and we're going to do love. Okay. Embroidery, and we're going to stitch out that first. There we go. Stitch out that first box. This is a placement line for our I'm going to put a little bit of spray on it. I'll show you. Just a little bit like that. And put a little bit on the back of this. Now I put that on the nice side. Okay, just a tiny bit. Doesn't take much. I don't want it going everywhere. Okay, let's go back to the machine. So this is going to go bumpy side up. Oh gosh. Sorry. Around. Inside our little, so that's the adhesive side up. And then this is going to go right side down. I'm just going to look and see. It's pretty even there. Let's look here. I can go over this way a little bit. Okay. I think that looks pretty good. I think so, feeling it on both sides. Yeah, you could just cut this a little bit bigger and you wouldn't have all of this worry about whether you're a quarter of an inch away, which, you know, I might do next time. Okay, so we're going to do the box outside. You still got the same light purple end. And it's going to give us our placement line. Oh, I got my fingers in there. Where's my little tool? It's going to take me a while to break that habit. Okay. Now it's going to go on the inside and tell us where to put our purple fabric. This one here. Barely. Okay. Now it's going to do the quilting. My shelves are not updating. Oh my God. beautiful. I am blessed. Yes, I am. See, none of this is coming up. I'm like, gosh, you guys are awfully quiet. Yes, the thread cutter is in an awkward position. I'm getting used to it though. All to get the beautiful things to appear better. Steam. Use your iron with the steam. I hear you, because when I just iron it, it just seems to lift right up when I start manipulating it. So use steam on your iron, and that'll get it to really adhere. Yeah, the spritzing the same thing. It's the same. Just a little bit of moisture. But the steam on your iron will do a great job. I'm just catching up on the chat here because I'm so far behind. It does have the additional, just like it does come with it. The additional spools on the back, it does come with that. It's just that it's never on here because I don't think the other ladies use it. So, and I was running so late today. I usually make sure that's up. Oh, good. Oh, they're going to love that. The Christmas presents. She made Peace on Earth and Laugh, Live, Love, Laugh. They're going to love it. Beautiful granddaughters. Let's see how many. I think I'm pretty even. Yeah, I think I'm 8 and 8. Yes, they do actually. I have a couple that really like to sew. They don't live near me, darn it. Most of them, I only have one granddaughter that lives next to me. She does not sew. Most of them, I have grandkids in Vegas and in Virginia. Still catching up. Let me get this started and I'll catch up some more. Hold on. What are we doing? Oh, we're doing the darker purple. Oh, but first we got to cut, right? Yeah, I refreshed the chat and I'm like, oh my gosh. I don't know why it does that sometimes. I wish I understood YouTube a little better.
Yes, I did.
I think sometimes when they can, my grandkids or my kids will watch my lives, which I think is sweet. Okay, so we're going to change color here to our darker purple to go around the edge here. So if I missed a question because I'm speeding through this, just ask it again.
Well, if you figure out that I haven't paid for it,
Oh, you got your 5-year-old kids sewing machines with great safety features. Yes, yeah. I like the ones where you can control the speed, you know, and you can slow it way down for them. Okay, going with this darker purple. Yeah, I sure miss that stand. I fight with this thing. But I know it's just because I'm used to the other one. And I'm like, you know. Put this down, is that? And it gets caught. Okay, see? It's another thing it does to me. Just to me, I'm sure. But it gets caught on that little round thing when I put on top. And I don't know, I know you guys are probably just rambling. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why I put the cutaway back there. Why do you think they did that? Okay. Put that on top. Oh, see, you were right there. I mean, what did I get wrong? I'll get it next time, Donna. You watch Jan. I like Jan too. I think she's just a sweetie pie. I'd like to meet her. Oh, Norcal, you should watch her. It's So Longs with Jan. She does some digitizing, but she does some Kimberbell products. She's fun to watch. She's a very good teacher. She's a very good teacher. She should be a teacher. But yeah, she's taught me some really good tips and tricks in sewing and embroidery. She's really good at both. Cameras. Oh, see, if the chat was going. Oh, sorry. I hate to bother. You know, they're so busy out there. I know if I called her to do it, she would get me to stand. I'm coping. Not well, but I'm doing it. Oh, yeah. Well, my husband and I, so between us, we have 4 kids. He has 3 and I have 1. And his ex-wife was a seamstress. I mean, like, she went to college for it and everything. And she did all of the Las Vegas shows. She did the costumes for pretty much all the Las Vegas shows. She was very good at what she did. And so she was, you know, a real live sewer. And so his kids grew up helping her, and so all of them know how to sew. All 3 of them, 2 boys and 1 girl, and they all know how to sew. So they all got that life skill from her. But they don't do so much, you know, in their adult life. But they have the skill if they need it. It's there, right? I think it's one of those life skills. Sewing is one of those life skills. Like, you should teach your kids how to sew a little bit, and how to cook, and how to clean. There's a certain way to clean your house, right? are all life skills. Jan was a music teacher? Oh, wow. I can see that. She's a very good teacher. Yes, she's on Facebook too. If we're talking about Jan, she is. She has a Facebook page, but she's on YouTube. She has a YouTube channel, and that's where she does her videos. But does she also? She might do it stream to both, but I know that she is on YouTube. All of her tutorials are on YouTube. So Long with Jan. So if you put that in the YouTube search, she should come up. Yeah. What? I don't know. Do they have checkbooks anymore, Cindy? I haven't seen. I mean, I use one check. The only time I write a check anymore is to my hairdresser, and that's because she prefers checks. So I carry like single checks in my, I don't even have a checkbook in my purse anymore. But, you can check your balance like every minute of the day if you want. I guess you just check and see if you have money, and if you do, you go to Taco Bell, right? I don't know how the kids do it anymore. But yeah. Oh, my mom she used to balance her checkbook once a month, and it's not an easy task. It's an all day thing. I remember her doing it. It was just like calculator was out, paper was flying, pins were going, and she would find if the bank was off by a dime, she would call and say, "You owe me a dime. Give me my dime." Okay, we're going to do little swirlies, and we do that in our pretty coral color, which is called Tango. Tango. Yes, I probably couldn't balance a checkbook if I needed to these days. I haven't done it in 20 years. Okay. Put a pretty corally color in. Make sure it's not getting tangled up underneath that thingamabob. You do use one? Yeah. It can melt the polyester thread if you leave it on there, but I think if you just go over it, quickly, just to give it a good little press, I think you're okay. Oh, wow, yeah. Then watching pennies is something accounting. That's what they're trained to do. Absolutely. It is a very good life skill. I think just teaching kids how to manage their money at any level. I remember when you and I were kids, you'd go to the bank and you'd deposit $1 or whatever, and am I frozen? Oh no, I'm just behind. And they give you a little book, like a little ledger book to keep track of your, Banks don't do that anymore. If you said that to a teller, they would just stare at you and blink. What are you talking about? Good for her, Markel. Good for her. That's important. I remember my mom, she was like, you should respect money. She was very respectful of money. Like if you had a wad of bills in your purse or a bunch of change at the bottom of the purse, she would get so upset. She said, no. Her money had to be nice and flat, all going the same way, nice in her wallet, you know, from small bill to large bill. And she was like, you need to respect your money. So that was our big life lesson. My grandma had a little coin purse that she used to pin to the inside of her bra. And that's where she kept her money. It's funny the different generations, isn't it? When you think about it, they're so different. Yes, that is so true. A time we can't even fathom, right? Go to that machine. That machine that gives you money. Just go get it. Just go get some out of that machine. Yeah, why wouldn't they think that, right? I don't know. They just know what they see, right? They see you drive up to this machine, push a few buttons, and voila! All the money you could ever want. All right. Oh, it's got to do a little inside there. Okay, we're going to do the letters, and the letters we are doing in our pretty Tidewater. Oh, see, it gets stuck underneath that. Okay. Okay. I think we're all right. Okay. It is very pretty, and actually, of course, that was Jeannie. She picked this out. She has a really good eye for fabric. It's beautiful. You can see it. All those colors. It looks like a batik, but it's not. Very pretty. All those colors to play with. Oh, God. That did not sound good. I just broke a needle. How did that happen? Oh, I can tell you how. This. Well, see, you put this in that little thing, you put this cap on here, and sometimes it winds up around there, and I think that's what it did. Which is another reason why I hate that stand. Okay, so I see the point of the needle there. Well, here I thought we were going to have a nice uneventful time. That's okay. Let's find the needle. Needles. Do universal. There's every kind of needle in here. Don't need stretch. We'll do top stitch maybe. Don't need ballpoint. Don't need jeans. Microtex. 70-10. That'd be good. Let's do a universal 70-10. How about that? Just make sure there isn't a... No, there's everything but a 75-11. Let's do the universal. Let's try that. What we got in here? I do. That's the little, yeah, this little dealy bob. Oh, I don't have the little gray one. Yeah, I know which one you're talking about, huh? Yeah, the little gray one. I don't see that here. But what I do see over there, and I may just go grab it, is, oops, that's my phone and I'm not muted. Hold on just a second. Okay, what I do see over here is this little pop-in stand. I'll show you. This little one, I'm going to put it up here. Let me move the camera a little bit. And I'm going to use this from now on. I think that's how it goes, right? Is that how it goes? I'm going to use that from now on. Okay. What do you think? I just saw that over there and I'm like, I'm going to steal it. Okay, new needle. And I think I got it all, nothing in there. Let's go back down here. Let's see what that picture looks like. Yeah. Okay, what thread? Tidewater. Okay. Oh, yes, this is so much easier. Why didn't I do this earlier, right? I saw it over there a little while ago and I'm like, well, I've never used this kind. I usually use the one that's magnetic that goes on the back, but I'm hoping I just pop it in there. It doesn't seem to like snap or anything. So I'm just setting it there. We'll see how that works. We're using a 70 universal 70-10. I'm going to go back some stitches. I'll go back 20. It's just the backfill, so let's see what happens. Hold your breath, everybody. Okay. Does it happen? Oh, see, I don't use those. I know which one you're talking about, the little gray narrow one, but you know, it's probably in here, something that's labeled spool caps. I don't see it in here either. There is a smaller one of that. That might have worked better. Oh wait, yeah, this one. This is the one you're talking about, huh? Yeah. So yeah, if you're going to use that horizontal one, use that spool cap, not the one I was using. I'm surprised it lasted as long as it did, huh? I think I'm going to be okay now, though. You know, it wouldn't be so long without me. With me, without something going horribly wrong. Not anyone at all, huh? Well, I feel like they if the machine shakes a lot, you know, and maybe it's because I don't have that carp, you know, whatever that vibration helper mat, but it'll like just wiggle all the way up. I don't know, I just like the vertical. And I don't have to think about any of that stuff. Whatever works, yes. That works for me. It's just because I'm familiar with it. Yeah. It's just what you're used to. And I'm noticing that the Avenir doesn't have, well, I guess when I do the bobbin, I do it from the same vertical one that I actually sew from. I just don't like those spools that lay down. Of course, if that's all I had, I'd figure it out and do it, right? Yes, yes. Oh. My machine does not like, it's called growth thread. When I first got my machine, I bought some of that. And it just broke all the time. Of course, I got it on Amazon, so, I mean, you know, could have come off a shelf, been on there for 10 years for all I know. But that's pretty much the only one that I have a problem with. I don't even use it anymore. I have to say the best thread that I have the least problems with is probably Glide and Isocord. I have a lot of Floriani, and it gives me, you know, minimal problems, but more problems than the other ones, you know. Oh, I like this color for the letters, for the big words. Much, much better. Much better. I agree with that. I agree that Floriani is a little more problematic. I do agree with that. I have a Solaris. It gives me more problems than the other two. Isocord and Glide are the best, I think. And they're so pretty. Look at that sheen, that So pretty. Okay, Beyond Words is next. And that's going to be in our lighter, what is that, like a turquoise? Magic Mint, it's called. Okay. So much easier to thread with this, with the stand also, I think. All right, Beyond Words is next. Oh, exquisite. I do have some exquisite. Yes, I like them too. I have Madeira, but I have mostly, they're like fancy, you know, the real, the thicker stuff, the sparkly stuff. I have in Madeira. The one that you put in the bobbin, I have some of that. I haven't tried that yet. Has anybody tried that? I know it's 100 degrees outside and you're stitching a stocking or something. You know, I have a lot of projects, kits that I want to do. I have some advent calendars that I want to sew up. You know, and they're really easy sews, so those should go nice and fast. I have some little stockings, you know, just they're maybe like 8 inches all together, but they're super cute. They're like that plushy red and white on top, and they're just super cute. I want to make those. I would imagine those would just be for decorations. I want to do, you know, the poinsettia stocking. I think they were OASD, and the Santa Claus. I have done the poinsettia. I've done one poinsettia one. It's just gorgeous. And I want to do 2 Santas. So on what I call my mantle, but it's really just like the table my TV sits on. But I hang stuff off of it. And I want to put a poinsettia in the middle and then 2 Santas on either side. So I want to get the 2 Santas stockings done. I think they're OASD. I need a multi-needle. Yes, I would love one. Let me tell you the only reason I hesitate on a multi-needle. Well, 2 reasons. I have a very small room that I would have to really do some major work to make it fit. Get rid of a lot of stuff, a lot of little furniture that I have in there and stuff. Number 2, they're very loud. And in my tiny room, I mean, you know, I understand that you can just set it and walk away, but I would want to be doing something else in my room. And I'm just not sure. I mean, I guess I could just really crank up the music on my headphones, but you know, I know that they're very loud, and I'm not sure I can tolerate that. That's the other reason. But the benefit of having one totally outweighs both those reasons. Because yeah, they last a lot longer, they're much more durable. You know, my Solaris I've had for 3 years, 3 I think, and I already have like 7 million stitches on it. And that's, you know, probably not as much as most, but I think it's a lot. They are tiling. They are tiling, but they're small. I mean, I think it's like 3 pieces. You're only really tiling the front. The back is all one piece. So it's just the top, the middle, and the little boot shape. That's all that you're doing. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's still like 100 grand stitch count. There's still 100,000 or more. So if you have a multi-needle, you would want to do them on that. But they're small little tiles, so. Is the new one nice? I know, keep coming out with the latest and greatest. Someday, maybe someday I would get a 10 needle. I think that, I don't know. I would still want my single needle, but I think a 10 needle would be a lot of fun. I think that I would probably do a lot bigger projects if I had a multi-needle. You know, projects with more. Oh gosh, it's time to put on our tabs. Look at that. Okay, let's go over here. Look at how cute that is. Okay, so I need to grab 2 more little tabs. And one back without the steam seam, and one with, and we're gonna put it on top this time. Okay. So, I mean, you can iron these, and you probably should. Can you guys see what I'm doing? I think so. Down a little bit. Okay. Okay, so again, I got my little ruler. It's a little 1x6. It's a nice ruler to have. I'm going to line it up with that basting line that we did in the beginning. And I'm going, oh, let's get our tape ready. So I always forget to do that. Okay, got 2 pieces of tape going. The fold goes on the inside. So we got to line it up with the edge again. 3/8 of an inch down. Okay. And we really do want to be careful with this because otherwise they're going to hang at different levels or they'll be crooked or it's a little too low. Here we go, right here. And right there. Okay, let's put our tape on. Let's get our next one. Hand fold it. Line that ruler up. Down 3/8. And tape. And you can kind of look and see. They look pretty close. Okay. Back on top. This one. Putting that on top. Right side down. covering our stitch line up here. Okay, we can probably come down a little bit just so we have a little more of a, okay. And we're going to tape it. I think they do make a 15 needle, don't they? I mean, I don't think Brother does, but I think they do have that. Probably more commercial. Corners. I just think, okay, so you have a 10 needle. It's a big machine, right? How do you take it in for service? How does that even work? Maybe some people are lucky enough to where, you know, like they find somebody who does house calls. Well, let me move the camera over. There we go. Okay. Operates from the screen. Yeah, the screens are almost identical to what we're used to on those machines. Okay, so I'm gonna stop because I'm gonna get my little tool. I don't want to get my finger in there, and I don't want it to, and I'm gonna hold it down till it gets like, oh, you know what? Oh yeah, I have thread in here. Okay, let's make sure. Okay, I think it's on top. I'll let go. Stop. I'm gonna hold it down. You could lift your foot up a little bit here. You wouldn't have to worry so much, you know. Okay, I think we're safe. Oh, see, now I live in the middle of nowhere. I can't hardly get furniture delivered or appliances. I bought some rock for my yard, and the rock was $250. No, the rock was $125. The delivery was $250. You know, I tell them where I live, and they act like I live on the moon. It's not that far away. It's like the same distance if they went from Reno to Carson City, Reno to my house, but they just act like I'm like a bazillion miles away. Okay, I think we're done. Let's get this one put together. Back over here. Take off our tape. I would just have to have my husband go to machine fix-it school, whatever you call it, sewing machine tech school. Make him do it, right? Am I on the wrong camera? No, I'm on the right one. Okay. Yeah, it was ridiculous. Okay. My ruler. We're going to go a scant 1/4 of an inch. This just means a teensy bit smaller. Just to the inside of that stitch line. Go. Oh, there we go. Okay. This way. Oops. Okay. All right. Okay. Hi.
Trish wants the silicone.
Oh, it's sold.
Yeah. Too bad, so sad. I'll get more.
It was the only one.
I'll get more. I
She'll
didn't
get
know we
more.
didn't- Yeah.
Cool.
I bet she wanted that. So.
Perfect.
Thank you.
All right. I'm good. We're getting there. Look, I changed the colors. I want to show you. Which do you like better?
Because you can see it.
That's the
you
word
can
you want
see
to
it.
see. Yeah, I agree. So we
I
did
love
good.
it. I love it all, though.
You know. Okay, so again, I'm going to put my thumb up in there. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Okay, I'm going to put my thumb up in this corner, push these edges down, push the corner down, and then take my finger and poke it through. I get a pretty good corner without cutting it. Okay. Same on this one. Push it through with my other finger. Let me see. Fiddle, 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 right? Okay. And you can still use your little point turner if you need to. Just get in there real quick. You don't want to push too hard. Tell you how many times I've gone through that. Oh, looks good. Okay. Do this side. Okay. See, that's a pretty good corner without even having to use the... Boy, it needs to be iron though, huh? Okay. Let's just give that a quick iron because my OCD, the little bit of OCD that I have, I can't let that You can't let that go. Okay. Look at that. 2/3 of the way through. Oops. Okay. Looks much better. And like I said, you can use some steam-a-scene here. Hold that closed if you like. But here we go. Live and love. Pretty, huh? Okay, let's do number 3. Do number 3. Yeah, I know. It was like decorative rock, like river rock. And then he like dumped it halfway in the road, or the street actually. It's like my street. It was, you know, like I had to worry about people running into it. It was like, it's terrible service. Never bought from them again. Okay, that's ready. What color do we have in there? We have the right color in, see? We end with that color and we start with that color. I like that. Let's move you over. Okay, I'm just gonna get my next one out. We all know how to do that, right? The pocket, the USB, and laugh. And laugh. Embroidery. And here we go. Okay, let's go here, and we're going to put some spray on here and on one of these. This one. This is going to go on the good side. Okay, and this is going to go on the wrong side. Just a tiny bit. Okay, back over to the machine. Put that inside our little square. That's bumpy side up. You know what we forgot to do? We forgot to put our, but it's not too late. We'll do it after this gets started. We forgot to put our second fleece on our see, that's what I get for not reading the directions. I think I know, and then I don't. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I can feel it on both sides. It feels pretty good. Well, let's just check. Well, see, it can go over a little bit more. Just a little bit. Get it even and then scooch it up. Okay, I'm going to go with that. Seems pretty good. Okay, get my little tool. Just so I know. Oof. Okay. Going to do our placement line for our accent piece. I agree, yeah. Yes, we need more tradespeople. We're going to just cover that line. And let me tell you, I cut that just enough. And then it's going to do the quilting. Okay. So let's go over here and fix my mistake. Well, it sure makes a difference. I can sure feel the difference. It tells you, don't skip that step. That's why. We're going to turn it in the right inside out again. Better. I got to turn it wrong side out again. And put our fleece on there. Okay. So that gives us an opportunity to show that steam really makes a difference. So if I just lay this on here without any steam, oh, I'm out of bobbin. Without any steam, you see how it just lifts right off? Can we see that? See how it just lifts right off if I don't? But if I put steam on here, I mean, it becomes one with this. Okay, look at the difference. Look at that. Let it cool, and I'm going to change my bobbin. Come over here. Got a box of bobbins here. This box is so nice to have. I have these. There's 80 of them in here, and I think I've had mine for like 2 years. Well, at least 1.5 years. So worth it. Oops. Okay, so we're going to cut. Oops, sorry. Okay. What is that product called? Which product? What are we talking about? Oh, the fleece? The fusible fleece? What product? Oh, the bobbins? Oops. only going to go back like 10 stitches because I'm going to kind of look. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay. Perfect. Yes, the fleece. Oh, it's a fusible fleece. They sell it here. They just have a big bolt of it. Oh, you know what? But she uses a special... What is the one? Let me ask Jeannie. Let me ask Jeannie, because she uses a different one for the Janine Babich. She uses the one that Janine Babich recommends. Let's see if it says it on the paper first. Ah, yeah, thermalum. Yeah, it says it in the directions of your Janine Babich. She says fusible fleece, and its actual number is TP971F, and it's Thermolam Plus, THERMOLAM Plus. That's what she uses for all the Janine Babich ones, and I think it's just a little bit more dense than your average fleece. And that's what you get in your kits, is this Thermolam. Okay, now we're doing our dark purple around the edge. If I can find my little scissors.
I'm looking at if you have any Christmas stuff. Oh, it's too early. Oh, there you go. There's some Christmas there. Okay, and all. Some I'm using right now, so it's gone. But there's Christmas in there. Yes, you're early.
I can't believe we're on the third one already. I feel like time is flying by. Okay. Oh, I got a trim, huh? Wow. I should really read the directions for every single one. I almost forgot. Okay, now we can do this. Okay. Thermolam, yes. That's what it's called. Yeah, and it's actually it's a lot nicer than just the fusible fleece, you know, you use for all the other stuff. It's a lot different. It's really nice. I can see why Miss Babich suggests you use that. Did I finish turning out my See, that's good and on there. That's not going anywhere, no matter what I do with it, right? That's nice. So a little steam goes a long way. Okay. Again. I didn't do that one very well. But we'll get her with this. Okay. Yeah, what do you guys think? We should do the Boo one for Halloween. Making noise on there. Okay, what do we have? Pretty, pretty, pretty. Do the Boo next for Halloween, and then we could do a pretty Christmas one. And then after that, Valentine's. There's always something, right? And then I think we'll have done all the holidays at that point. I think we started with St. Patrick's, I think. Putting linen in water? Is that because you want to shrink it? I'm not sure I put linen in water. Maybe you could starch it. I know when I make napkins out of linen, I will wash them first. Oh, they have larger ones that use linen. Does it go on a hanger like this? Like it's just one big one, like maybe like 12 by 12 or something? Okay, we're going to do a little filigrees with our peach. I do love linen. It's one of my favorite fabrics. Probably my favorite fabric. I just love it. It's expensive though, isn't it? It's like $25 a yard. I mean, if you were to like make some clothes or something, you needed like 3 or 4 yards. That would get expensive. I don't know, Cheryl. I'll check into that. Because that would be pretty. You might want to stabilize it, right? I bet they're gorgeous, yeah. I'll have to go on their website and check it out. Jeannie probably already knows. Ooh, 14 by 16. Ooh. So that would make a really nice wall hanger. Yeah, so if I pre-wash anything, even cotton, if I pre-wash it before I use it, I will serge all the way around the edges before I wash it. So it doesn't fray as bad. Or if you don't have a serger, you could just zigzag all the way around. interesting. They just lay it flat to dry? Probably, not in a dryer, right? I wonder why. I wonder if it's because, in case you want to wash whatever it is you are putting it on. That's probably why, huh? So if you're putting it on something that, you know, you're never going to wash, probably wouldn't matter. I mean, but you never know. I mean, even the tabletop thing can get dirty when somebody spills something or whatever. Yeah, we're shrinking. Linen is definitely a different animal, but it's so beautiful. Okay, getting close to doing laugh. We get out our mulberry. No, not our mulberry. What am I thinking? I want Tidewater. Pretty Tidewater. I'm gonna do laugh. Get my little hangers ready. Get them. I'm just gonna iron them. Put them under the clapper. Iron on. That reminds me of the Laverne L. Who remembers that? Yeah, it's a great show. Laverne and Shirley. It's a spin-off from Happy Days. Now I've got some steam seam here. We can put some on our, oops, so I can kick the camera a few times. Okay. Before we do this, let's do some steam seam on our, and we'll close them up. Steam seam. And it's a little sticky on one side. Our iron is heated up. Can you guys see? You cannot. We just got, let me move this. Let me move this like this. Here we go. Is that better? Okay. So it's sticky on one side. We'll just kind of do that. There. Put it in here, we'll just kind of shove it down in there. Just so it's just covered by the flap. Like that. It disappears. Give it a little heat. And then it's like stuck on there. You wait for it to cool for a second. So we'll lift up the paper. So if we lift up the paper, that'll leave the glue. Yeah. And it'll be a little sticky, so we'll hold it. And then we just close her up. And that'll go through the wash and everything. It's all done. The other one. As long as it's on that inside flap, you're good. Okay. Some heat. Cool for a second. You can kind of see it becomes a little transparent when it's adhered. And just lift up just the paper. The glue should stay down. There we go. How easy that is. I love steam seam. And that's not going anywhere. And there you go. We're really done now. Okay, so let's get our clapper. You're very welcome, Donna. Thanks for being here. I appreciate all of you guys hanging out with me. It's so much fun. There's that one. This kind of helps if they stay closed, you know, when we're positioning them and lining them up, taping them down. It's just a little easier to deal with. On this one, I used the purple. I almost kind of like that better. If you guys tell me, what do you think? Like the contrast, or do you like them to match? I don't know, but I know I like the color of the letters more, don't you? I like that I reversed these. I think that looks so much nicer. Yay! That was on the floor. It's a nice piece of material right there. Let's save that. Okay, what's next? Okay, every day is next. Every day, and we're doing the lighter color. They're almost done. I can't believe it. Every day. That's what we're doing. put our tabs and our back on. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, oops, let's go here. Several tabs. Again, we'll get our little ruler out here. Top line, fold goes on the inside. Make sure the fold is okay. 3/8 down. Need it to be out here. Okay, get that tape ready. Oh, I just won't learn. Get that tape ready before you do that. Okay, 3/8 of an inch. Kind of hard to see, but okay. Go over here. 3/8 of an inch. Okay, looks pretty good. And our two back pieces here. We got this one down on top. This one on the bottom. It doesn't have the fold. Okay, tape the corners. Oh, and these little, make sure you get these so the foot doesn't catch. Okay, we're ready to go back over here. Get my little spatula. I'm gonna need that. There we go. Okay, we're just leaving that same color in. And we're going to do the final stitch down. But I'm going to do it slowly. I'm going to hold the button down. Going over these little tabs. Okay, I think we're safe. We'll go over to this other tab. We're probably safe. But I don't want to take any chances. Because we all know it can get ugly really fast, right? Okay, I think we're safe. Make sure that's pushed down. That tape is pushed down. There we go. go over here. Finish this one up. Take our tape off. Okay. Take it out of the hoop and cut her up. Scant 1/4 inch. Just inside that stitch. Just put that 1/4 inch line just inside. Okay. Let's throw this away. Okay. Our fleece. Let's not forget our fleece. So a little piece of fleece, glue side down, and we're going to use some steam. Okay, that's not going anywhere. I think the part of the secret too is to kind of let it cool. You know, as much as you can. Whoops. Can you guys even see what I'm doing here? There we go. So that's on there. But let's let it cool just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. Let's do the big reveal. See, that fleece isn't going anywhere. And there she be. There we go. Put a little steam seam on that. And we're all done. Oh, I have some strings there. There we go. Can we see that? I'm going to try and back this up. Oh, there's a handle on here. Let me grab it. There we go. It's a little cockeyed, but how about that? What do you guys think? We need to put some steam on that, but other than that, we're all done. Oh, thanks, NorCal. No, I love it. I love having a conversation. I love it. Wish everybody talked more. Quilter Select. I love Quilter Select, don't you? Love, love, love Quilter Select. And I'll tell you why. Because it has this side that has this like rubbery. Now, if you put it down on that side, it's kind of hard to see what you're doing. So you know you have it on the wrong side. You turn it over, everything becomes really clear. And nothing, look at that, nothing moves. I mean, you really got to try and make that move. You put it on this side, it moves like crazy. But you turn it over, and it's just, you can't. It's so awesome. These rulers are so awesome. I love them. Love, love, love Quilter Select. Oh, yeah. Can't watch, yeah, I know. I watch on the TV too. Thank you for being here, Gina. I really appreciate you. I appreciate all of you. If you give a thumbs up, that helps the channel for the store. Yeah, those rollers are awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Try to get Jeannie to carry them. She doesn't carry them right now, but I'll talk her into it. I'm wearing her down. Yeah, they're great. Well, I appreciate all of you being here with me and hanging out and having fun and getting some stitching done. I think look at the difference. I mean, can you just tell? Yeah, need to go darker on this, the big letters, I think. But they're all beautiful. And anyway, I appreciate you guys. And until next time, I think I have another hometown in a couple of weeks, week and a half. I got to get that cutting sheet done. I'll get that done in the next couple of days. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Thank you, Lori. Thank you for being here. I so appreciate you. Well, I have the Lori Holt, I think is on the 26th. And then on September 3rd, we're doing the Kimberbell Day thing. That's going to be an all-day thing. That's going to be so much fun. And, gosh, I have something soon after that, too. Oh, the Americana pillow on the 11th. So, yeah, we got quite a few coming up. We'll probably schedule some stuff today. That's usually what we do afterwards, is talk about what to do next. I'm looking forward to hanging out with you guys. I really enjoy it. I really, 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 really do. You guys are awesome. I appreciate each and every one of you. All right. If there's no more questions or any concerns, comments, questions, I'm going to sign off. Thank you, Brenda. I appreciate you. Yay. Thanks, Wanda. All right, you guys have a wonderful day, and we'll be seeing you real soon. Like less than 2 weeks. All right, I got a big end stream button here. I found it. All right, you guys.